My experience of performance anxiety kind of varies, but I do experience it, and I found that this always, and I've been using it in front of the performance that I'm doing at the moment, and I find that doing this exercise always centres me and always calms me. I found that the ESR system has really helped me reconnect with my alignment and finding the strength in my neutral actor position. I found that it's helped me reconnect with having a long spine, and just the constant act of going back to it has helped me keep my breath low, which has been really helpful. Now, whenever I do smell it, it does consistently calm me.
Like, the biggest direct benefit from using the ESR system is just the ability to focus really quickly. The performance that we're doing at the moment, I put the scent on just before beginners, and it just drops you right into that place that you need to be at. In terms of just doing work as well, I had about a month ago, I sort of had this really intense sort of news, and I was very upset and I hadn't slept and that sort of thing, but I had to do work for school. So I came in and put the scent on, did the focus, and everything else that, that was sort of bothering me just went to the side, and I was there and I did work, which was great.
I've found it really beneficial when observing myself in the lead up to, say, an opening night when nerves are high, particularly with the show that we're doing, which is really, really high energy, and just, beginning to end, it requires a massive amount of focus. And I've just found, even before the show opens, just taking the scent, and it just stops that nervous sort of inner monologue going, and the lack of, I suppose it's focus, it just sort of binds it, and it removes emotion as well, like an emotional attachment to getting it right, and it just sort of takes you back to your body. And yeah, so I found that really, really good.
So normally I get like shakes and stuff like before an audition or before any sort of work. So I'll have like the knots in the stomach and the butterflies, like just the works, sweating. But just with the ESR, it helps me just to come back into the present moment, and I just don't feel as anxious anymore. The last time I used the ESR was on Friday, and my dad was rushed to hospital and I was in a stressful position, so I needed to become grounded just to think straight and to drive, so I used it. Because I've used it so many times with the 3-point focus, now I don't really need to do the 3-point focus, I can just smell the scent. And so when I smell the scent and I need to do something like acting or anything like that, I had a film clip on Thursday and I used it then, and it actually helped me to get grounded, and it just brings out like the artist in me, as opposed to bringing out the nervous Magdalene. It brings out, the strong, powerful artist.
I was on a plane about a month ago, and I'm not a good flyer, and I was trying everything to calm myself down, and there was a lot of turbulence, and I knew I had the scent in my bag, and I kind of thought, I just have to try this because nothing else is working. And it did. I mean, it didn't remove the nerves completely, but as I said before, it just sort of binds you and just brings you back down and connects with your breath, and it did calm me down. So that was incredible.
I've used it quite a lot for auditions this year, and when I'm not using the scent, I carry a lot of tension and I have a lot of anxiety around the audition process. So when I use the scent, I'll use it, I'll be maybe on the train or in the car on the way to the audition, and I'll use it then to bring me back to a state of just being present in the moment and not letting my head get all scatty and the fear surrounding the audition process. And then when I'm in the audition, I'll kind of do a cheeky little smell to keep me going, I guess, to keep me present and in the moment.